In this video, we're going to talk about Yang Cheng Fu's rules for Tai Chi, and the next one will be to relax the waist.
So, Mike, to interject there, when you talk of the waist, what is the waist?
Well, basically, it's where you put your belt, unless you wear braces. When you talk about the waist, we're actually including the hips and the groin to a certain extent. So, in Chinese medicine, you have pulses and you have meridians, and you have the meridians run up and down, as you'll see in most books, but we also have a meridian, which also is actually a pulse, around the waist. And so we use that. That concentrates the meridian system and the body's energy in one side of the body. So we have this yin-yang thing. One side is full, one side is empty. So when you turn the waist, it will become full on the one side and then empty on the other side.
And so, no one side of the body is either yin or yang indefinitely. They swap over as you move.
All the time.
Okay.
So in a later principle, we'll talk about full and empty. So we use the waist, but the most important thing is when you're using the waist, when you're turning the waist, is to relax the hip joint. So you have here where the thigh bone goes into the hip, there's a big tendon there. So we need to relax that tendon so that the waist can turn and the weight can move to one side of the body.
So is it a physical release?
This is difficult for most people. We have to physically find the point and then release it. When you start, you actually have to physically find it and then try and figure out how to release it. But when you keep doing it, after a while, you can connect with the point and just use your mind to relax it.
And is it just the one side that you need to release? Or is it going into both hip joints, the pelvis, the waist, everything?
Well, to start with, we're releasing just on one side to get the weight to move to one side and the other side to get the weight to move there. But then with practice, we want to relax the waist all the time. So when you're moving, the waist is moving your center core and your center of balance from one Yang Cheng to the other.
And if you had to, so for beginners who want to try and start releasing the waist, you would advise, finding that where you're holding on in the hip joint.
Yes, a lot of people say, well, what are you talking about? So if you just put your hand here and then relax, you can feel. So when you can get it to relax, you'll feel, oh, there's a movement.
Okay, yeah. So there's actually a physical release.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
So we take a horse stance. Raise the arms, make a fist, and turn the waist. So we're not punching, we're just turning the waist from one side to the other. And we want to make this connection here as tight as possible. And the feet must be parallel, semi-crouch, and turn. So now we're moving the waist from one side to the other. Now, the next thing you want to do is relax this big tendon here, so all the weight shifts to the other side, to this leg. And this is relaxed. Then move to the other side, and again, relax this tendon. So as we turn the waist, the one side becomes full, relax the tendon. So this side is full, this is empty. This becomes yin, this becomes yang. Again, relax the hip joint and sink. This side is full, the side is empty. So when we're doing Tai Chi, we use this on every posture to start to distinguish between yin and yang, full and empty, keeping the elbows down.